Oh, I'm live. My big fat ass. And no glasses. Oh, there they are. Okay. These are the blue light glasses. Ah, jeez. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I don't know if anybody hops on, but I can put something in the question of the chat. Well, eventually somebody's gonna pop on who's not gonna be trying to like ask me if I can, wobble my knockers for them. I'm like, well, I got a charity, Well, put up some funding for God Cares Ministries, and maybe I'll wobble my knockers for you. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll do porn for charity. You get old enough and you don't care. Just like, and if you're not flexible enough, there's all sorts of fun stuff that you can, have. Yeah. Well, there's a way. While there's a will, there is always a way. Well, I hope everybody's okay. I really haven't gotten much done. It was rainy. Spent a lot of time in bed yesterday. I'm getting tired of bed. Yeah, it's just like, so I haven't gone to the ER. I mean, I haven't gotten the kind of pain that I had the last few days, so still have not gone to the ER. I will talk about hockey, but I don't want to get too excited. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm like good to go talking about ice hockey so much these days. But I know, well, the Jets are out. Anybody who lives in Elton, Maryland, yeah, my my apartment is pretty easy to spot if you're right anywhere near Delaware Avenue. But doing charity work is it's not something that I can say. So ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to own an NHL franchise when I was a little kid. I'm even now. I'm a big kid. Damn it! Oh, there's got to be a way. Let me in, old boy sculptor. I'm getting in anyway. I know you're in there. You fellas aren't fooling me. So I try and just do 50 minutes. I really got to do it at 50. This is also practice why I do them this way, but instead of writing in my blog, because there's just too much going on and I don't have a lot of time and energy really where I'm all good to go and sitting up and eating food and things, which I do give myself little treats every so often. I will say this, so some people find this kind of shocking, but I haven't had sugar in any place that I live, like granulated white sugar, for like 10 years. Hey, I don't keep sugar in the house. People look at me like I'm a nut job. Like, you don't even know. Right away. I'm like, oh, I don't really know. Like, the whole marriage thing is like, I'm sure I could adjust. I don't know if anybody could really. Yeah, I don't know. That might be too much for some people. I might be a little too much for some people. And I'm okay with that. It's like, all right, I get it. Yeah, all right. No problem. Oh, ow. It hurts to laugh is like my biggest thing. And I know I got fat and my breast is like, They certainly do that. Exactly. Get a little extra puffy. They're extra puffy these days. I'm all puffed up. I know some people who really don't know what I'm talking about, but there's a few people who might. So, yeah, I do this because I need to practice. There's a live show, and I haven't decided yet. Like I know I'm gonna say, yeah, sure, I can go full on 7 days. Okay, 5 days. Okay, maybe right once a week. Yeah, yeah. But that's not enough, so I gotta say twice a week. So yes, in order to keep them, it's probably gonna be 50 around this time. I'll make sure that I'm cutting off at 50 so I can get used to it because I may need to go down to like 45. So, but this is kind of how I practice. And since I have a blog and my name is, I don't know, Creasesinger, there's only one Creasesinger on the internet. So, yep. And, yeah, that's me. Uh, like the hockey season's still going, but my enthusiasm for ice hockey just kind of like went to an all-time low. I don't know, severe depression. Some people were trying to tell me it was Satan. Some people were trying to tell me, right, I'm just fat and lazy. And some people were just trying to tell me that it was like, well, it's got to be Parkinson's. And other people were trying to tell me that it was because, right, the fairies, right, and the little woodland elves protecting me. And that's very nice. Like, oh, yay. Oh, I have little woodland friends. That's awesome. But, I think it's more like it would have to be me protecting them. See what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't want woodland creatures following me everywhere I go. Not really, but yeah, that might get old real quick. Like, all right, it's enough. Butter off. So, exactly. Like I'm Snow White for a hot little while. Yeah, you keep going at me with the same. I suddenly start changing. And then I end up, right. Yeah, I'm the princess of darkness. Right. Where's Lucifer? Lucifer and Satan are not the same, by the way. Everyone. Yes. People need to catch up on some things. Oh, God. All right, here we go. Yeah. I heard a rumor that Lucifer was married. Right. Well, people say that about Jesus too. It's all just a bunch of rumors and speculation all around everywhere. Everybody's got to chime in with their interesting thoughts and theories. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know. Mercy kill. Somebody mercy kill me. Look, man. You can sell everything I've got, which is a lie. Like, yeah, right. Any serial killers out there? Yes. Yeah, it's all good. But I don't know, not to kind of sit and play with you and mess around with you. So, well, that's usually what to do, the toy with you. The serial killers. Right, come on, man. Yeah, like, I know. Let me guess. So, people may not understand exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm actually just trying to, right, kind of put out there that get people used to the fact that I'm going to be on for, hopefully, who knows, if I go, see, this is the thing is like, I go to the ER and I don't really trust some of these medical air quote professionals. So, that's another reason I'm not so like big on rushing to the ER. Great expectation I'm going to get better. Yeah, I usually come out worse. See? Right? So, like, no, I don't know. I think I'll just die of whatever I have. That's okay, right? I should be allowed to do that in the United States of America. Yeah, but some, freaking authoritarian turd ball has been running around, right? Making it, yes, right. As though for some reason all the rules and laws change in the United States of America and the Constitution just doesn't exist at all. Well, but it does, you see? And yeah, hi, human rights for little Mia here. Exactly. Hey, what did I do to you, U.S. government? Listen, I've kept quiet about some of the nonsense I've seen. Yes, at Fletchy's and right, working operational law enforcement units. And, you know, shall I continue? All right, shall I continue? Uh, but anybody who's sending or receiving, right, in the telepathic sense, or people think that it's also remote viewing. It's like remote viewers, right? You're not allowed to do that, even though you got clues. You don't have permission. And occasionally a sweep will be done. You understand? So if you get caught, eh, no, I can't guarantee you'll ever see the light of day again. Most likely that's not going to be what's going to happen to you. So, don't do that. But, hey, I thought, like, I don't know, 2013 and something, I thought, okay, what? I'm going to get married? Like, I feel it. I'm going to get married. It's coming. And then go, oh, yeah, dead mom left all the big, family mess that hadn't been cleaned up for, years. And yes, financial trace and every other kind of thing and every kind of, and, right, somebody decided to take control away from me, even though I was the one with power of attorney, which is completely against the law of pest and law cats, which is another reason I mentioned pest and law cats, especially U.S. military people, because U.S. military people, see, they tend to be planners, and they also think about line of succession. So when it came to me, it's just, well, hey, right, protect Mia at all costs. You understand? Right. So why that didn't happen. And so people are trying to say it's the demons. And I'm just like, well, I don't think the demons have ever seen me get mean before. Right. They never will. Right. Because I don't play with my kill. I just kill. Right. They would probably be, right. They won't know nothing. Just, oh, that's it. You're done. So I doubt they'll ever learn because there won't be anybody left to teach the lesson. So I'll just wait until more of them show up. Yeah. Anyway, yep. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I had a little sign. I had a little sign. I'm just gonna make it hold up. It says, "If you are 18 and under, you gotta go any country now." Yeah, there you go. Hung my boobs in front of the mirror there for you. Right. By the way, yep, I'm a charitable, organization. Creasesinger. God cares. God cares Ministries Limited. Right, on Givelify. You're wondering if it's some kind of, cheap ass fly by night, hit 'em and run kind of joints. Like, no, right. I'm a registered 501c3. That took a little while. No, it did not take like 2 days. Anybody who's like reading online, look, I can get a 501c3 in 2 days. Okay. Oh, God. Well, somebody's got to help the kids. God, because Jesus Christmas. I am an educator, by the way. That's another reason that I want to do these like hour-long things at regular times. So I'll have certain topics. I mean, I'll get to those, but I'm just practicing. And so while I'm just kind of checking lighting, and I'm also kind of testing sound and other kind of things, and I'm getting everything all together. So this is sort of like the pre-process, but I need to have it recorded anyway, and writing in my blog and tweeting and all that. It takes a whole hell of a lot of energy for me. So I try to like put it somewhere if anybody's interested, which probably not many, but they usually have some good tips and other things because, as I said, this I am, this isn't educational. It's not necessarily activists, you understand? Right? Somebody activated me, and I don't know who. So I read everything up. So, oh well. Anyway, yes, people, if you like, right, let's talk about stuff. No, I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about comic books or playing video games. So I went through my phase of getting sucked into video games, but the only kind of video games that I like are the two-player kind, where like Contra, and that's way back. Way back. So, yes, if you actually remember playing Contra when it first came out, you're old enough to be watching this now. Okay, right? Then the A, B, 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 A, B, B, A, up, down, down. I don't even remember. But yes, getting to the end of Contra. Exactly. That was great. That took a while, but that was fun. We were having fun together. See what I'm saying? Right. It's a couple-y thing to do sometimes, yes. And then yes, another one was Dungeons and Dragons, and there's a couple of them on the video. Right, that's the other one. It's like I get rolling on that, but I always need a second player. I mean, I know that because there's a level I can't beat by myself. Right, exactly. I haven't played in a while, so I'm sure I'd like to rediscover it. But yeah, when I know I need I need a buddy. But other than that, video games really aren't my thing. I don't sit around in anybody's basement or anything, right? But people who make them and all the people who like them, it's like it's just not for me, man. I got too much to do. I got too much to do in so little time. Half time I feel like I am half dying, and I'm in too much freaking pain most of the time to like be in the best of moods. So I do everything I can to not be too, you know. All right, screaming, meeting, crazy ass. Yes, my dad would call it screaming banshee. We have a screaming banshee in the house. My dad used to say things, so now I'm like, I remember my dad. Yep, I'm gonna start calling people screaming banshees. Yeah, it just counts. Yeah, because some people's family members are unique in a very special way, right? But yeah, I am clergy, but don't anybody be all going like, oh my God, religion, God's coming to get us. And I'm just like, well, you probably deserve it, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, I'm not in the inner sanctum there. Okay, and there's some inner sanctums. But I don't want to go in either. So that's why I'm like, listen to old boys clubs. I don't, I mean, I could be doing a lot of other things, and quite frankly, none of you give me any good reason to hang around on Earth, even. So, yeah, you would think, like, how much of a beating did anybody expect I would be able to take? Yeah. So, hey, I got to the point where, like, I'm calling in heavies, motherfuckers. Hey, and so you don't believe? You don't believe? You're going to. Yeah. Well, you're at very least you're going to believe in the Princess of Darkness. Yes, you are. Some of you have already had encounters. See, so right, it's gonna happen. Right. So I wanted to get married. I got all ready to get married, and then kablam! What? Dead? Right. I had to go into like, it was total, just like this total protection mode. Just everybody stay away from me. Nobody touched me. I don't, I don't know what I did. Who did I piss off? What God? Lucifer? Who's bragging on me? Right. It gets to that point. Like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna find out. Right. So I don't know. Anyway, all these, epic biblical proportion things, just, sometimes it's just like a minor proportion of things. Yeah, I'm all good. Right. I don't know. It doesn't take much. But, right, that's the other thing is anybody was thinking I was just gonna like, right, like marry some, yeah, like high school dropout, with like jaw drool hanging out there. Oh, right, but how do you like how you explain this? Just like this, just not what you. There's nothing I don't know. No. Right, exactly. Like if you can't tell me that you have a fairly diversified portfolio, yeah, I wasn't interested in marrying any of you anyway. You see what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, like there's some things like I don't care. I don't care how gritty or juvenile delinquent anybody thought I've ever been or any other kind of crap. It's just, oh no. You see, right? I don't just, yes, hang out with certain types of people. And I'm not saying, oh, it's the little people. What I'm saying is, well, why do most of you think that I'm not married? Why would anyone think that I'm not married? Right? So you get the thoughts and opinions on that. Exactly. It's just like, well, I'm a discerning individual. You see, and right, my trust circle needs to be air freaking tight. I'm a very private person, so I don't really want to be all flaunted around where, right, ne'er do wells and judgy McJudger demons. I don't even know. I don't even know, right? Like, I know you're so much better than I am. I get it, right? Yes, you're special. Why? Because what? Satan is your dad. Well, that's wonderful, right? I rejected Satan, and Lucifer's not the same as Satan. So, yeah. No. Yes, I don't just, look around the suit and ties. I mean, yeah, admittedly, I kind of like some, weathered look occasionally. I like a weathered man. Yes, exactly. So, like, and I like the short hairs. Hmm. Well, if they got some gray and silver, and hey, I'm ginger friendly, but people who can't provide me, like provide for me in a secure and stable fashion, right? No way, man. No. So, anybody wants to keep coming with me with this, well, right, like your biological clock, you're 50 and you're not married yet. Well, no, well, the first time, dude, and then the second time, dude died, and like, what's okay? How much of this shit anybody can think I'm gonna put myself through? So if God wants me to get married, then He's just gonna have to pick a husband for me and just, arrange a marriage. That's the gist of it. Anybody wants to get like uber religious and sit around for decades talking in circuitous logic, not really building anything at all. Right. Just an empty hole. Right. So, you know, some people should be a little more, right? A little more lenient with people and try to take a deep breath and like something just happened that they did. It's like, well, have you ever done anything like that at all ever before in your life? Because if you have, then you just sort of like, well, okay, that wasn't cool, but yeah, too many angry people. That's another reason I don't want to get married. I don't want to be around like most angry people. Okay, I'm not saying I want to go, like sway around in the clouds with the freaking, hardcore druggies. You understand? Can't get off that shit for nothing. Well, a lot of you don't even try to help them. I mean, but well, sure, it's not your problem. Yeah, the street trash. I don't have a lot of respect for some people who are just so self-righteously, hubrisly, right, sitting on a horse, yeah, coming at you with things. Sort of like, well, yes, but don't you remember what you did? Right. So I don't know. I'm supposed to surrender to the universe sometime back. Well, I did, but I wasn't sure who. What, to God? Surrender to God? Is that what? And that's really bizarre, strange shit that most of you wouldn't believe because you just don't really see in 4D, and you don't really understand uh, spiritual transfer. So I can't help you. Lots of things happen, and lots of things are right out in the open, but not really. So I definitely cannot be right out in the open. Right? Just marry me off, God, then. Such a big problem. Everyone. Right, with this and that, right? My God's gonna kick your God's ass. So yeah. What the hell? Right? Drama in the heavens, drama in the streets, drama in your own bathroom, right? Like, I've had enough of the drama. No, nobody's allowed to manhandle me with your drama anymore. That's the end of it. Seriously. I was supposed to get married, and then again, I thought in 2013, this looks promising, some kind of spiritual attack. Yeah. Nearly killed me several times. That would be enough. Well, then you better stop him, Lucifer. You better tell him. People need to know some things. You need to understand some things before you start, bitching and complaining about what you're owed and what you're entitled to, what this world should do for you, and, how special you are. So that's something else that comes along with God Cares Ministries. But I'm trying to raise money, so I need to get up above 500, right? The sports fans, right? I'm below 500 and I'll be all right. I just need to get above 500 pretty quickly. It's like if I don't get some help doing that, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna beat that clock. I need help beating the clock. Right. So, you can send me something, 238 East Main Street, number 7, Elkton, Maryland, ELKTON, Maryland 21921. That's fine. Jump something off in person. You can do something through Etsy. if you are interested in buying Etsy products, then you get a discount. And so, you know. But some people like trying to cheat the charity, and they think it's, oh, let's see if who can get the best deal. Right. Well, you don't do that with nonprofits. You understand? Especially, right, nonprofits that are run by a sick woman who was, raped and tortured in her life, and then, right, had all sorts of, yes, my children die. I have no living family. I understand this. Really, how heartless do you want to be seen by who you're trying to impress with that kind of heart? Who is trying? Who would really do that? Right? Like, hi, some right trying to figure out who they can get the best deal and right give $1 to charity, right, and then get 20% off of my thing, and then right buy. So right, it's a charity, so I don't want that as a return client, do I? Nope, those guys aren't return clients because sort of like it's a freaking charity, and who's helping me? Like a real person, it helps. Okay, and then other people who, if I have stuff that's accumulated throughout the month, wherever it is, if I have physical stuff, like the office stuff I keep, that's why I had to get a bigger space, so I had a little more storage, and it makes kind of it's kind of like I'm not gonna let you disillusion this whole thing. I'm just not gonna, I'd rather not you participate in this because you're ripping off a charity as far as I'm concerned. And I don't add 10%. See, that 10% comes out of me. Right. And I'm doing it for volunteer. And because apparently, it's hard to find a treasurer and a secretary who have some experience and can work volunteer. Right? There are people who just think that like they're in high school and that's not appropriate. And so and I've written specifically, right, all the requirements, okay, and the time commitment, and yet still people paying no attention to any of what I took the time to write, so that you would have every single clue to know whether or not, right, you would even be interested or could help out, right. So there are way too many people online who just don't really give a shit. And you just put shit out online and, oh, okay, well, no, I didn't really read any of the qualifications. It's just for your, hit or miss, annoy employers and all that kind of thing. Well, you suck. And I would never ever hire any of you, even if you work for free. So, yeah, those kind, constant. It makes no difference what field I've been. It makes no difference what professional circumstance or personal circumstances. It's a thing. And, I, this is not something where, because I'm so much greater than you are and so much better than you are that, you should just cater to me. Right. Well, you're all just gonna have to come and say that to my face. Otherwise, I'll just ignore every single thing that comes to me, telepathically or not. I don't give a crap if I tapped into something. I don't care if I tapped into the same stuff that Nikola Tesla was tapped into. I really don't care. I don't really want Thoth knowledge though. It's right, hasn't been updated. Yeah, everybody dies a screaming horrible death. You like people might want to update some shit. That's the other thing. Online, all this waste online. These places don't exist. All the addresses are wrong, right? That's a fake church. These are fake people. You know, I mean, clean it up if you're freaking done with it. So why does anybody think that I'm waking up every morning, morning is here, morning is here. No, no. I wake up every morning like, well, see, God, I'm praying that you mercy kill me is basically what I'm getting at. Well, if not, somebody should. So whoever was trying to mind control me or whatever the hell has been going on, right? I have to say that there's some that it's doubtful it's going to turn out so well for you, and nothing I can do about it. All kinds of people, right? And I was supposed to be married. People want to, bitch about the fact that they didn't get like a Gucci for Christmas. Like that kind of thing to me is like, hey, I don't know, have it your way, but we're going different directions. Okay? Right. My reality shift is shifting out of yours. Total and complete eternal separation. So, yeah, I hear Lucifer rumors every so often. Apparently, they got some new woman. Yeah, I'm not writing fiction, so yes. Why is some of it turning into TV shows and shit? Well, we're gonna have to figure that one out. Great, thanks. So 37. So I also leave messages on here just by somebody who might just be trying to catch up with me or something can check these two things. So it's Saturday. The the ministry has to be going along, and I don't have a choice to sort of plod along. Okay. Right? But I'm getting to the point where it's just like, why is this so freaking hard to do? Why would anybody make being charitable so freaking hard to do? Right? Whatever. But yes, I'm not a medical doctor. I have some field training and I have some college training in anatomy and physiology, but not a medical doctor. But I do have a PhD. Right? And some of the things that might be of interest to me or that I study are a little weirder than most. But anybody wants to go a fringe, it's like it's not fringe anymore, so shove aside. Yes, academics. Jeez, man, some of you need to get out of your hallowed halls and wear your sports jackets and forget about the tweed and I don't know, find a woman or start reading a different book or like jog around the neighborhood once or twice. I don't get stodgy in some of the old boys clubs, just very stifling and stodgy. Right. So many people with so many thoughts about every other thing, and they're all sure they're right. And so the arguments go, and the fire gets lit, and then once it starts, yeah, ash to ashes, dust to dust. There's no way to stop it. So, oh well. It's just too much for me most of the time. And people who they well, quite literally get angry with me. Yes, like, and well, you're supposed to be doing this, and I'm just like, I'm too sick to do that. But why do you think I'm in this situation? Like, how do you think I got here? Right. God. Post-traumatic stress is just ridiculous. But there's also some kind of spiritual thing going on. I haven't quite figured out yet. I can't say it's a friendly situation at all. Right. No. Highly abusive and just about right enough to make me zero out whatever. Like, see, that's the thing. It'd be sort of a right. Yep. Double murder kind of thing. Because I just don't give a shit. People want to celebrate life and all this great stuff and all this wonderful stuff and yada blah blah, and you're just talking so. Oh my god! Like, well, most of these people don't ever leave their neighborhoods, or they. A lot of those people are the ones that rag on, people who like to go to libraries, right? So those kind of things I don't really worry about, and neither should neither should I. So that's just the way that is. So I'm still raising funds, and the Giveify website is up and running, and it's pretty secure. So you can use credit cards, or yes, credit cards for that Giveify, and that's God Cares Limited. Otherwise, it's just a Saturday where I'm sitting at home as usual. Yeah, it's kind of sucks when you're in your hometown. Too much. There's too much suckage. But that's that. And I was hoping that I'd be able to chat about something else, but I got to keep it. Look, I had three bold people, and then just jumped off. Like, I don't want to. Exactly. I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to be on this. She's not naked. Yeah, like, oh my god, it's educational. Yeah. So I'm not running around pushing anybody's book. Too many people just. It's just like too many people all at once. Sometimes just they want what they want, and they want it like right the hell now. And if it has anything to do with me, it's kind of like, I think you need to be a little more realistic on the kind of time and preparation it takes in certain things. And so, right, there's some people I just don't talk to. I don't usually block people. I only really had to block one person on my own Twitter. So I won't really block people, and I won't block people on YouTube. But, I'm not usually that communicative to them either. So we need, this ministry needs, coffee K-cups, like all the time, coffee K-cups. Yeah, coffee, as long as it's not medium roast coffee, flavored, whatever you got, decaf, as long as it's K-cups. That's always welcome to 238 East Main Street, Elkton, Maryland, 21921. Because, anything that I don't have to buy leaves more that goes to charity. So, the fund is not quite ready to go yet. It's still building. I got to get above 500, and because of expenses that do with moving, and I'm just not quite understanding certain things. But you see in movies. You asking me about what movies I watch? I'm not really sure what it says on there. It says, what you see in movies? Like, what movies have I seen? All of them. I'm a movie buff who is actually got about 5 minutes left for this 50 minutes. There'll be some, I'll be making some commercials and doing some small little things, but I didn't want to get too far ahead of myself because, you know, it's just I've been too sick recently, and if I have to go to the ER, then I'm going to get surgery, so I'll just take it day by day. Well, it's coming along. I still need to do movies, but if you go to Crease or Singing from the Crease WordPress, or you just search for Pound Creasesinger, Creasenger, Creasesinger, and you can find there's a list on my blog of things that like regular everyday kind of things that would be helpful, including some office supplies. So anything that I don't have to buy helps. Yes. Well, you see, because I realize there's no chat, but this records, you see? And so that means it's recorded on my channel. So anybody who wants to catch up or anybody who wants to know about the charity I'm running or wants to know about certain educational things, right, can just look it up. See, because this records. So it doesn't matter to me whether there's a chat or not. I just leave the chat open because I also have a blog and I have a website and I'm an executive director of a nonprofit charity. So I come on because I'm going to be putting on a show. All right. I will have my own live show. So this is practice. So this is behind the scenes of what happens before, right? A live show happens. That's why. Otherwise, just the differences make I'm talking to myself. But it's recorded. And so anybody who wants to chat and say hi, which I leave that up to, can do that. But I say things out loud because I'm kind of required by law to do some of it. In the first place, when you run a charity, you have to explain your charity. You have to make sure people understand your objective. Right. They also have to see who they're helping. Charity helps me, a very sick woman who's probably not going to make it to the age of 60. So I'm also raising money for my own self so that that money can help other people who are disabled and work at home. That's why. Hopefully that explains it for you. But there will be certain topics, certain little things I know about nonprofits, certainly things I learned along the way. Some of the topics were already kind of discussed. I mean, I had topics ready in 2013, but those kind of went away. You lived in America, and me, you say where? Okay. Yeah, anyway, I am going to run out of time because it's like 49 anyway. So I really don't know how to respond to that last one. Of course I live in America, and that's great. But you came on at the butt end of the 15-minute show. So I'm about ready to close out the show. So I don't know if I can help you there or not, but thanks for stopping by and watching. Everybody else, if you want to send any charitable donations, just look up God Cares Ministries or look up Creasesinger or look up God Cares Ministries on Giveify. But regular tweeters should hop on here every so often. So I'm going to keep bugging you. All right. Well, yes. Good night there, mister.